Hey guys, so I thought I'd make my first review video of the movie Top Gun Maverick. I gotta say, this is such a good movie. Um, I didn't really love the first Top Gun. I thought it was very, very thin in terms of just the character work. I thought Maverick was a character who had developed a kind of inferiority complex because of the fact that his father, in his eyes, had failed to do something, and I believe it caused his death as well. But it didn't really feel like Maverick went through a lot of character development to really get over his inferiority complex. It was clear that he very much tried to overcompensate by being very, very overly, almost overly masculine in a way. Um, but I never really got the sense that it really went all that deep, and there just wasn't a lot of emotion behind it for Top Gun 1. But Top Gun 2, I gotta say, like, this was a great movie. It builds upon all the themes um, Top Gun Top Gun 1 uh, had, such as this sort of idea of needing to set the right example, needing to be dependable, um, knowing that you're not alone, and just realizing that you don't have to constantly compare yourself to other people. Um, and the fact that loss is a part of life was very much a kind of coming of age story. That's pretty much what it was. And it was about honoring people's legacy in a way. It was about honoring honoring people's memory of you as well. Top Gun 2 really builds upon that by, I guess, telling you to be confident and just take all of the best out of yourself, to just really, really bring out all the best parts. And it tells you that, and this is a really important plot point, or, well, yes, it is a plot point, and it is a theme in the movie. It's about not trying to protect people too much. It's about the sort of struggle between freedom and protection. And what Top Gun Maverick does is it casts Maverick as a kind of guy who has become a little bit too comfortable where he is. It casts Maverick as a character that has become a little soft. He tried to be a father to one of the characters in this movie, the son of Goose, the person who he got killed, the son of the person he got killed in the first movie. He tries to protect him by essentially taking on a kind of almost feminine motherly role. He deferred to his mother as the guide for what he was supposed to do with Rooster, with Goose's son. So what did he do? He made sure that Rooster didn't get into flight school for about 4 years. He tried to protect him against all of the dangers of being a Top Gun. And this really just didn't end up well, because I think in the end what Maverick realized was that he wasn't really protecting Rooster so much, but he was more protecting his own sense of almost motherly influence. He was playing the role of, I don't know if Mother Goose is the right term to use here, but um, or Mother Hen, whatever. But in the end, he realizes that, look, you really have to trust in other people. It's not just that Maverick has learned to trust in himself. It's also that he needs to extend that trust to other people, to the next generation. He needs to be a father figure to them. And the way this movie gets that point across is by placing him in the role of instructor. It turns him into a coach. And that's exactly what many father figures are in real life. They're supposed to coach their kids. They're supposed to encourage them to take risks, to not be, there needs to be a balance between feminine influences and masculine influences. Feminine influences usually telling them to stay put where they are, to be happy with the place that they have, and to be happy that they live in a kind of age of security. And what Top Gun Maverick realizes, and what it tries to tell the audience, is that, look, it's not a bad thing to take risks. It's not a bad thing to be a type of father figure, to be an instructor, to tell people to take, to really make the most of themselves. And this is very well encompassed. This is very well summarized in the whole mission and the way that it plays out. On the one hand, you have a guy who took over from Maverick because he didn't believe Maverick had the guts to, because he didn't believe Maverick had what it took to instruct his class. So he took over his class. And what happened? Well, he told the class, that guy told the class, like, look, we're going to be less dangerous right now. We're going to be less, taking fewer risks. And later on, it becomes clear that this doesn't work, and Top Gun gets it, or Maverick gets a chance to come back, and he just pushes everybody to the limit, and it works. It really works. They learn who they are as people. They learn they learn what they are capable of, and once they learn what they're capable of, they know how to push it to the limit. And that is what this movie is about. It's about not staying in one place. It's about not getting too comfortable where you are, which is, I guess you could say, that is a theme that's very much portrayed by the fact that Maverick is stuck in this kind of rut in the beginning of the movie. He's in a job that he doesn't really feel comfortable in. He destroys a plane because he constantly tries to sort of test his limits, but that's not what he's supposed to do in that role. And Maverick realizes, yeah, I'm not done playing the role of Maverick yet. There's still a place in the world for people like me. And it's it's really as a way of telling the next generation that you can do it. If I could do it, you can. And you can take risks, and you should. And so this movie is a really perfect example, really a glorification of masculinity in a way. And that sounds a little dubious sometimes to some people, maybe. But this really shows that this is really what we need right now. It's about doing more. It's about playing the role of the father and knowing what that means, what that entails. And this whole theme of protection versus freedom is something that you see in the whole argument between Rooster and Hangman very well. Not everything was perfect about this movie. I thought that the sort of romance between Penny and Maverick was a little bit passionless. We don't even know who Penny is, but the way everything was just put into frame was absolutely amazing. I give this movie a 9 out of 10. Just perfect.